Hi everyone, Travel Edit Guy here. I want to welcome you to a new video. I have some updated news about Christmas in Spain. What is going to happen in Christmas. So here it is right here, and I also have some updates on the situation here in Spain. This Christmas, we stay home. This was said by Health Minister Salvador Illa. So this Christmas, we will only be allowed to travel within your autonomous community, not outside. So what does that mean? That means you are only allowed to visit someone that is in your autonomous community. So that would be Andalucía, that would be Castilla-La Mancha, that would be Catalonia. So you can actually travel around your community and no further. So that is what you're allowed to do this Christmas. So if you have someone, for instance, I live in Andalucía. If I want to go to Sevilla, I can do that. If I want to go to Granada, I can do that. It's part of it. If I want to go to Valencia, I could not. So if I had family or friends there, I cannot do that. You're only allowed to travel to visit family and loved ones or close friends. So that is all that is allowed. And the curfews, to my understanding, will be the same, but they will be extended on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve until 1:30 a.m. So that is what they're looking to do to keep the curfews the same. There's going to be a big decision on the 10th here in Andalucía. Juanma Moreno is supposed to make another decision, but the mood seems to be that they're going to keep it the way it is, and they're only going to allow that limited travel on Christmas and people just to get home till 1:30 at night or in the morning. So Christmas lunch and dinner, no more than 10 persons will be allowed. So you can have 10 persons and that is it. That is all you're allowed to have. 10 people for Christmas lunch or dinner. How they're going to enforce that, no one knows. No one knows how they're going to enforce it. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to be breaking the rules, including a lot of politicians. There is no doubt about that. New Year's Eve has been canceled in Madrid. That is the big celebration every year in the Puerta del Sol. That has been canceled. And I guess that is no surprise. And I'm sure that it's going to be, those celebrations are going to be canceled throughout Spain. But that is the big one in Madrid, and they usually have thousands of people packed into that area, and this year it's not going to happen. There is also a new plan coming from Pedro Sanchez this Tuesday, including how to vaccinate most of the population in 2021. So that is what they're looking to do. They want to have everyone vaccinated, and Pedro Sanchez is rolling out a new plan. We'll have to see what that is. He wants to get everyone vaccinated in 2021, and he wants to have it happen quickly. He wants to have it quickly happen. So that is what they're shooting for. So how that is going to go, I do not know. Stay tuned for that. I will give you an update when I find out what that will be like. I have some statistics on how many deaths we had recently, and November was the deadliest month yet. At 1,482 deaths, that is in Andalucía. So we had 1,482 deaths in Andalucía for November, and supposedly that was the most deadly month yet of the crisis. The overall infection rate has dropped to 251 cases per 100,000, and that is Spain. Now the danger level, supposedly they have set, is 250 cases per 100,000 per 100,000. And we are right around that now. So it is coming down. That is good news. In Andalucía, it is even lower than the Spanish average, the national average. It is at 228 cases per 100,000 inhabitants. So that is good. Andalucía is beating the curve in Spain. Vaccinations will start in Andalucía. They will begin in January. They are aiming for majority of the population to be vaccinated in 3 or 4 months. Like I said, they are rolling out these rules, and they want them to happen quickly, very, very quickly. That is what they're talking about. Now, I want to talk about this as well. Malaga has brought in 200 extra policemen to make sure that people do not gather in large groups. They call them aglomeraciones. I had to look up that word. It was new to me. So they brought them mostly into the city center, and they are in large numbers, and they want to prevent people from gathering to see the lights and whatnot in groups. So that's what they're trying to avoid, and I do see a lot of police out, a lot of police presence. In fact, I was walking home yesterday, and they have a lot of police out. It almost looks like military style, and wow, it was kind of scary. I saw about 3 of them, and they looked like military police. So they had all the gear on, and they looked quite scary. So that is the situation there. Okay, at a regional level, Andalucía has registered in the last 24 hours 1,001 new cases, 285 less than they registered Saturday. Okay, this is Sunday. I'm filming this. I'm probably going to get this video out tonight because this is important news for everyone. 22 people have passed this Sunday, unfortunately. That is the news there. And that is 8 less than the day before. And half of the people that have fallen were in Sevilla. So Sevilla seems to have the worst problem right now of any of the communities of Andalucía. So that is the situation there. Now I want to talk about this to finish it off, and this was quite surprising to me, but some people are starting to fight back, and I have this here, and I just got this at a coffee shop. I stopped for a coffee. I'm not going to name the coffee shop, and they have this out, and I'm going to read it to you because it's in Spanish, and I'm going to try to translate it the best that I can. It says, Gran March Pacifica and Antipolitico, to save our lives and our families' lives. That's the headline on top. So it is getting quite serious, and people are starting to protest, they're starting to fight back, and this group is planning a protest for Thursday the 10th, and that is the same day that Juanma Moreno will go ahead and announce if there are new restrictions coming, or they will stay the same, or they will change. It's going to be this 10th of December between 6 and 9 p.m. at the Plaza Merced in Malaga. So it's close to here, and Plaza Merced. I'm going to try to be there. I want to be there, and I'm going to be into the action. I'm going to try to talk to some people, so we're going to try to do that. And they are going to be marching without the masks, and they're going to get together protesting. So it is a protest, and they're going to be doing it without the masks. And the reason they are doing it, here it is. They're saying that our government is taking us to a country of ruin, and that 99.956% of the people that have contracted the virus have survived. So that is the statistics I see here. And 100% of the Spanish people are without jobs, without help, and they are dying of hunger. So maybe that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but there it is in that black bold print. You can see it there. So they are going to have a march to protest all the regulations, the heavy regulations on businesses, and on the mask as well. They do not like that. So they want to disobey in mass. So they are going to explain you legally how to do it, how to protest legally, and how to do it safely. So that is going to be this Thursday. That will be quite interesting. I will be there for sure. This group is called the Policies for Liberty, Los Policías por la Libertad. So if you want to look it up on the internet, they had some marches I saw in Valencia. They're having some coordination throughout Spain. So I'm going to try to talk to someone from there. Maybe I can talk to the person in charge here. So that would be quite interesting. I'm going to see if the police let that go forward as well. So I will be reporting on that. So that is the situation here. So Christmas, is it canceled? Well, it's definitely muted. You can have 10 people, and that is it. And they have to be within your community only. So people are not going to be traveling too far. So it's definitely put a damper on Christmas. Some people are talking about a virtual Christmas. And who does that benefit? Who does the virtual Christmas benefit? It benefits, I guess, the online media companies, the Facebooks, the Skypes, these kind of companies there, the social media where they have these presence, maybe the WhatsApp where you have these virtual, the Duo. So are they making money off this? I guess they are, because you're having a lot of teleconferencing and people are talking about a virtual Christmas. So what are you going to do for Christmas? Are you in Spain? Let me know. What do you think about these regulations? Are they too much? Are they correct? And what do you think about this protest that's coming up? So thank you for joining me for that. We'll see you in the next video. Travel addict guy reporting live from Malaga. Take care, everyone, and have a Merry Christmas.